Obviously, tourism is our second biggest business. It is critical for our growth. Bruce Thompson, who has headed up advising Governor McDonnell on tourism, is a big supporter of my campaign, and I've spent a lot of time with Bruce and many in the tourism field. And what we need to do, first and foremost, is we need to make sure, let's just take Virginia Beach. We need to make sure that people are visiting in the winter months, not only in the summer months. So we need conventions, trade shows. In our mountains, we want to make sure people are visiting in the summer. And in order to do that, we need a campaign, an advertising campaign to bring folks to Virginia. And I think one of the biggest problems people will tell you in the tourism business is it relates to our advertising campaign. One year they have money, another year they don't have as much. Not knowing a sustained, dedicated amount of money in order to invest in our tourism and our advertising is something that I would do, because we need to figure out 5-10 years where we need to be. It's impossible to do that with your budget changing every year. Let's be smart about this. Let's have a dedicated fund as it relates to tourism and advertising campaign, and tell the tourism folks, here's what it's going to be and here's what you have to spend. Because in advertising, it's repetition. You can't start and stop in tourism. So investing in that, but the also critical issue on tourism is transportation. That's why I've talked about widening 64. I've toured Busch Gardens. I sat with Carl Lum. I've talked about the issues that they have and the things that we need to do. King's Dominion, I've met with all the folks there. Important what we need to do to bring folks in from all over the world. But here's the problem. If you spend 64, you're on 64 during those summer months, you can be stuck in traffic for hours and hours trying to get down to the beach. And some folks who are going on into the Outer Banks, we want to make sure they all stay in Virginia Beach. But you go through a couple of those car rides with 3, 4, 5 children, and you're stuck in traffic and there's an accident in the tunnel or whatever, you may think twice next year about coming back. So let's fix transportation. Let's make it easy to move around Virginia. But as it relates to tourism, let's have a sustained, dedicated funding stream so that we can advertise globally to have folks come to our beautiful state with our oceans, our mountains, and everything that we have to offer.